fact that it's on the beach and the backdrop and how well they put the event together aesthetically is what originally drove me to wanting to do it. It just looked really appealing to me early on. Let's go back to what drag racing on the beach in Wildwood, New Jersey was. Getting into town, I started to get really excited because you see all these really cool, old motorcycles and cars, and the town really just comes alive with cars and motorcycles and that whole culture. And we went to the registration deal when we got there, and that turned into being this whole kind of gathering where everybody got to know each other. Most of the cars were there, and that was a really neat deal, man. It was really neat to kind of, like I said, get to meet everybody and check everybody's stuff out. We're at registration here at the Race of Gentlemen, and the car's working so far. And yeah, get to check everybody's stuff out. Really cool. Some unreal cars here.
Lars Mapstead, we're at Wildwood at the Race of Gentlemen, checking out super cool cars and super cool bikes.
Barillaro over at the Race of Gentlemen, hanging out, drinking beer.
Kind of unique in the sense that a lot of these people I had went back and forth with on Instagram or through social media, and it was really cool to finally get to meet people in person and kind of wrap out, with like Lars or Mike and Jim from Barillaro, and just, I mean, again, everybody was just really cool, man. I think everybody was there for the same reason, meeting people and hearing about what went into their cars or their project, or some of the stories behind everything was probably my favorite thing about the event. It was great to meet Lars and check out the car that he brought. I mean, he brought a really special car that Barris had built, and just a really, really true time machine. The thing was great. And it was great to talk to Lars and him kind of break down the story of the car, and I mean, he drove the shit out of that thing. It was awesome.
Yeah, we're here to race this old Donato Barris Roadster. Hasn't been run in a number of years. It was built in '51 at the Barris shop. Custom nose, steel nose. It was done at the Barris shop, and the paint is the original paint from 1951, as well as the interior. So it's a real timepiece, and I'm super happy to be able to bring it out here today and race it down the beach. Last year, we tried various different methods, starting out in second gear, kind of, easing the throttle in. This year with this car, I think it's got some good gearing, so I'm just gonna hammer it out the gate and hope for the best.
Mike Barillaro built a little tanker that was just bitching, man. I think it had to be everybody's favorite car at the show. He just did a really good job. It was really just tastefully built and just true to what a belly tanker is from, you know, all the way throughout. It was really cool. And those guys, I mean, him and his brother Jim, they're just real hot rodders. They're the real deal. And again, I think those guys are kind of showing me the ropes out there. My car, I had no time behind the wheel. We barely shook it out, barely drove it. I didn't know how the thing was going to work in the sand. I didn't know how to really start in the sand. Luckily, Mike kind of gave me some pointers and gave me some tips, and that worked out really well. And the car worked awesome. I couldn't have been more stoked. What a dream come true, right? You build this car and drag it out across the country to race it on the beach. I mean, I don't think they could have done a better job. It's like you go back in time. When you're sitting in staging and you're getting ready to race, and you look over and there's waves breaking next to your car. You don't ever get to put a hot rodder or do an event like that, like on the beach, you know? Like, I think that's what made it so special as well. My name's Heath Pinter. Thanks for watching Race to TROG. We'll see you next year. That was easy.